right, number 10. Any tips or techniques you find generally helpful for increasing motivation or discipline in training? Oof. I mean,
this is a tough one.
It is a tough one, but I think I go back to some of the stuff we talked about during the behavioral change lecture, and then additionally we kind of kept sprinkling in, like, I think you should enjoy this. So I think you should enjoy not only the training you're doing, but and the components of that, but the actual process. So like your goal-oriented training. So I think if somebody's like really having a hard time like sticking to it, I'd wonder like, do you like what you're doing? Is this enjoyable for you? And if it is, great. So what's holding you back? Because there are some things that, you know, come up that people generally respond to in a way where they might need some additional counseling. So like, for instance, if somebody misses day one of the workout, I've seen it a lot of times where people will just not work out the rest of the week. They're like, I missed my first day, this week's off, I'm just gonna repeat this week next week. They think it's like an all or none phenomenon. And it's like, no, don't do that. Or like, no, but if I don't work out today, then tomorrow's my scheduled rest day, and then I'll have to work out tomorrow, and then have 2 workouts back to back, and that's like bad because I need to perform optimally on all these days. And it's like, no, just put all the workouts together. We have literally a litany of different questions on our forum that's like, hey, I'm leaving town for the week on Friday, and I have 4 workouts to do this week. What do? And it's like, work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Go on your vacation. And I don't say that like to be dismissive, right? But it's like the actual acute performance during your workout doesn't really matter as much as you getting the total training. So that's just one common thing that I see all the time, that people are struggling for time, resources in order to train. And I think working around that can help people stay adherent to the training program, provided they like what they're doing. But if someone hates what they're doing, right, or is fearful of what they're doing, that's problematic. The third thing that I find really important is the social aspect here. So if people are doing this by themselves, so like they have a home gym and they're the only one in their house that uses the home gym, or if none of their family members work out, even immediate or extended, none of their friends work out, they're just effectively leaving their social circle. They're saying, I've got to leave my family, I got to leave all my friends, and I go to the gym where I don't know many people. That's a hard sell for a lot of people. And so I think that to the degree you can leverage social support, you can make things more it's like economical from a time perspective, and then make it enjoyable. Those are my big sort of things that you can practically apply to the programming and the social support network to get people to adhere to training. But as far as actually finding motivation in people, that's tough. You know, you got to give them the old Gipper talk, like, why, you know, what do you want to do with this? What do you want to get out of this? Where do you want to be in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months? You know, how do your actions on a daily basis lead you closer to or further away from that particular goal? Something.
Yeah. I think I don't love I don't love centering this discussion around the idea of discipline at all. We've talked in some of our previous Q&As and on podcasts and stuff like that, you know, in the past decade, we can count how many workouts we've missed on one hand or less. Even last week when I was laid up with the flu, I still went out and did my deadlift day on Tuesday. And like I said, I almost passed out trying to pull 405. And people might say, you're an idiot, you're crazy for trying to go do that. And I was like, well, I think back to that day, right? I'm having like coughing and chills and sweats on the couch, and I feel like shit. Why did I go out to the gym and try to do that? Was it because I'm just like a total badass and more disciplined than anyone else on earth? No, it's because I actually enjoy training. And I got up that day and I was like, well, today would normally be a training day, and I like training. So it would make me feel better, maybe, if I went out and tried to do something. Now, I probably tried to pull more than I was ready for on that day, right? But I did it because I actually enjoy training. If I loathed training, if I hated training, and I felt that sick, that's like double barrier to try to go out and do that thing, right? So I look back to why have we not missed a training session in the past decade, basically, or a couple, right? Because we actually enjoy training. And to the extent that maybe we've both definitely like skipped out on certain, like, say, social engagements or something because training was more important to us, it's because we enjoy doing that. Right? So the enjoyment piece, I think, is underemphasized, underrated. It's not that, you know, we're just like better than you because we can do this thing that we hate, right? Even when we don't want to. hey, we actually enjoy doing this thing.
Yeah.
So I think finding that, like, why you're doing this and trying to play that up is a bigger piece there than just saying you're not disciplined enough to do this, right? You're a bad person because you didn't do this session because you're not disciplined enough. I don't think that that's a good way to view human behavior really in general.
Also, Rick Ross helps.
Always. Instant PRs.
Instant PRs.
Yeah.
Yes.